gotta turn up my volume. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Look at that. We're starting. It's a Friday. Hi, Box. Hi, Dro. Hi. Who the fuck else do we got here? Hey, Cat. What's up? Hi. Well, Red Feather's up here, so hi, Red Feather. Did M get the link? Is M around? I don't know if I'm supposed to be sending M the link.
She got the link.
Yesterday she was in chat and she's like, oh, or Wednesday she was in chat. She's like, I want the link, and I'm like, I swear you have the link.
Let's send it to her then too.
Yeah. Yeah. So this chick named Mary was like, you have cute eyes, and I'm wearing a mask that makes me look like I'm about to rob a wagon or a stagecoach or something and rape the women's. Like, seriously, I look like a bandit. And she's like, you got cute eyes. Yeah, and you know what? This makeup is like, oh, look, here's him. She's like, this makeup would look super cute. Like, you got the blue mascara and the blue whatever the fuck it is, and it goes super good with your brown eyes. And I'm thinking to myself, blue and brown do not go together. From experience, I've learned, do not put blue eye stuff around brown eyes. It looks fucking stupid. You want to wear makeup with brown eyes, you got to go with like the orange and the browns and the tans and the sandy stuff and maybe some yellow there, you know? All the boring colors. Maybe a bit of white in there.
People...
Hmm?
What?
You know the girl...
Why do we have to have boring colors?
Well, okay, before Discord fucked out on me, remember when I was in the pharmacy and the cosmetic lady came over and was like, your eyes are super cute. You should like this and it'll look super cute. Like, oh my god, and just do a little flick by the corner of your eye and oh my god, it'll just bring out the browns. I'm thinking to myself, blue? You want me to wear blue? When I have
purple
brown eyes.
would work.
Anyway,
she's
so I did.
Blue, and then she's blue, and she's in need of an eye. She's in need of it.
Yeah. and then she wanted me to do the eyebrow thing where it's like threading or like it's like
threading.
Yeah, threading. There we go, threading. They wanted me to do the threading thing for my eyebrows, and she's like, it doesn't even hurt. And I'm thinking to myself, are you gonna put sharp pointy objects on my eyebrows? Because I'm a diabetic and I don't like sharp pointy objects. That's something I gotta deal with every fucking day. So anyways, I let her talk to me and say her name and say how cute I am, and I take the makeup and I'm like, yeah, I'm still gonna buy it. And then I left it in the chair by the pharmacy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So she felt good because she thought, yay, I got this girl to buy makeup who's totally blind and doesn't know how to put it on.
Because I said she was so cute.
Because so cute, right? And I'm just like, I am going to look like Lunette the Clown. I'm just not gonna.
No.
I mean...
No, you wouldn't look like a clown.
No. The Canadian National Institute for the Blind.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying about the blue.
Mm-hmm. The Canadian National Institute for the Blind technically has nail polish and makeup courses for blind people, so that they can learn how to put makeup on while blind. Now, personally, I'm like, fuck it. Nope, I'm fine. I'm totally okay with the all-natural look. When I'm 50, then maybe. Give me another 20 years, and then maybe I'll go to one of those classes. But I gotta tell everybody this, because I think this is cool. I mean, I've already told Em, and Trucker already knows, but I gotta tell you guys. I gotta get a thumb brace. And the reason why I need to get a brace from a thumb is because I got, no word of a fucking lie, I have trigger finger. I didn't know that was a thing. I mean, I knew it was kind of a thing, but I didn't know it was an actual thing.
It's basically carpal tunnel in a finger instead of your...
Well, I got this little lump where my joint is. He's like, yeah, that's because you've used that thumb so much that there's a little callus under the skin. And he's like, your thumb might even get locked in certain positions. So I'm like, yeah, that happens. She's like, yeah, it's called trigger finger. And I'm like, fuck, what do I do? He's like, wear a brace. She's like, and if it doesn't go away, we could inject it with some steroids. And I'm like, I'll take the brace. I've decided I'm never going to complain about my thumb again because I don't want them stabbing me with another needle to inject steroids into my thumb.
You should have. You'd have been over it in 3 days. Brace you, I swear, for a long, long time. I've had trigger finger 3 times.
Does it go away?
After a long, long time.
After I stopped turning wrenches for a living.
Oh, shit. I don't use my trigger finger for work. Now what do I do? I think I know how I got trigger finger. I think I know what I did, and it has nothing to do with masturbation as a woman.
Too much Stardew Valley.
That's exactly correct.
Masturbation, what?
I think because I have played video games straight for like 5 or 6 months, all day, every day, because there's COVID and shit. I think my knockoff PlayStation 2 controller gave me trigger finger. Is it going to stop me from playing Stardew Valley? Absolutely not. Hey, Chadwick. Has anyone here watched Little Britain? That's a show. Hey, Roland Bear.
I'm gonna have to Google it, because it sounds cool.
Never heard of it.
Shit, we got 1 more minute left of random crap before I gotta get down to business.
It is some kind of comedy sketch series. Cool.
Do they also have trigger finger? Oh, hey, Lovebird. What's up?
Spoonie!
Oh, that's Spoonie. Spoonie.
Excellent.
Yeah!
Wait, is Spoonie Big Spoon or Little Spoon?
Oh, I don't know.
And, Yo Scotsman, do you remember Little Britain? That's nice. Is it really that little?
Little spoon, of course.
Okay, alright.
Steady!
Little Spoon is a good position to have. Just saying. That's a great position. Alright, so I haven't fully read this story yet. But I was Facebooking because I'm not allowed to not Facebook because I got family members that are boomers. Which means I have to Facebook. Anyways, I was Facebooking. And I came up with this story that I thought would be a great start-off story on a Friday. Because it has absolutely nothing to do with politics. And it's Canadian news that has to do with a freaking alligator. Which is not something that...
What?
Right? Canadian news that has to do with the freaking alligator. So I want to know if this happened in Canada. Oh no, it says world news in Canada. Fuck! So it's just a Canadian writing about it. Damn it. Anyways, Dad springs into action after an alligator comes near his 4-year-old daughter.
Name?
Yeah. So yeah, Andrew Grande didn't hesitate before jumping into action when he saw a massive alligator making its way to his 4-year-old daughter. Which is super cool. You know, dad to the rescue. He says, when I first saw him, the only thing I was thinking of was just getting my daughter and just getting her out of the way. He said, what his intentions were, I'm not 100% sure, but I wasn't going to find out. I don't really think alligators have intentions other than eat it, don't eat it. I don't think there's really anything in between. Like, maybe it just looked like it was going to eat her, but then it thought white lives matter and was just going to keep going and find a chicken. Or thought, you know, she's a little small for a human. Maybe I'll go after something a little fatter or bigger or, I don't know, taller. You know, because that would just be so not cool if I were to eat someone's little girl, you know? I'm just not going to do it, because that would be not morality. I would be canceled. I feel like you don't have to get inside the alligator's head to understand its intentions. If it's walking towards your kid, it's probably hungry, because alligators don't generally leave the water unless they're fucking hungry.
Oh no, they leave the
Well,
water
that's
whenever.
not true. Oh, go ahead.
Oh. Well, in that case, if they
No,
do
I'm
leave
saying
the water...
they're amphibious.
Yeah.
Well...
They leave the water to mate. They leave the water to sun.
Yeah, their bodies have to be a certain temperature to digest food. So after they eat, they go lay in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
And they mate.
Okay, well, I don't think the alligator was going to rape the kid, so I feel like he was going to eat it and then lay in the sun and let her digest. These chips are so good. Anyway. Their child was with a brother and a babysitter by a canal behind their home in late July. Fishing and catching crabs and doing that kind of cool stuff. So they were crabbing. Ooh. When their father spotted the nearly 4-meter or 12-foot alligator heading toward them, he said he ran out, picked his daughter up, and got the babysitter and his son with him their home's fence. Oh, well, that's not as cool as I thought it was. I thought he was going to jump on it and, like, wrestle the gator thing and pull a Steve Irwin. But if he just grabbed his daughter and ran, that fucking coward. He says he then threw his daughter over the fence to safety as the alligator neared his feet. So, yeah, the alligator's like, ooh, dude, bigger dinner. Yeah, I'm going to suntan for an extra hour tonight. Who is by far
alligator. I was gonna say the alligator probably wanted the crabs they were eating. Not them.
He was by far the biggest gator we've ever seen, and in fact, they have never done that before. Usually, they keep their distance and just pass by. This is in Texas. The leagues in League City, Texas. You don't even know they're there, but this guy's intentions were definitely a little different today. You don't fucking say. The alligator was 11 feet and 7 inches long and weighed close to 600 pounds so yeah, that gator been eating a lot of children. He's a big boy.
I guess they killed him that day.
That have been eating a lot of dogs and cats.
He was just that big and heavy that I knew. He was so big. Had he jumped, he could have totally broken the fence. Guess he wasn't that hungry.
Yeah, once they get to that size, they kind of take over their area.
And alligators aren't very good jumpers either, we'll say.
Oh.
So they all went into the house and they watched as the gator went to the fence and then back into the water and then back into the fence and then back in the water again. I guess he was really freaking hungry. This lasted for at least 20 to 30 minutes, Grande said. He called a game warden who said the scenario was unusual, as alligators usually like to stay away from people. The gator eventually disappeared and didn't make another entrance until Grande's daughter came out to the fence with her father. Oh, that gator really loves to smell a little girl. Smells like chickens or something. Soon the alligator hunter that the family had called made their way to the home. Oh my god, they used the little girl as bait. They called it gator hunter. Where eventually the gator was captured with the help of several people. Ugh, they all got that gator. He's like, damn it. All I wanted was some dinner. I just wanted a sweet little girl. Little honey, you know.
I like to watch that show, Swamp People. Those people are not.
Shoot it, shoot it.
So
And that's
that
how they
was,
pronounce it. Choot. C-H-O-O-T. Choot it. You know the guy who actually says choot it like that actually has his own endorsement for ammunition.
Oh, yeah. That old guy, Troy?
The guy who says choot it, C-H-O-O-T.
Yeah.
There's that. You can actually go to Walmart and buy 22 ammunition with his picture on it that says shoot it.
That story turned out to be not as cool as I thought it was going to be.
No. We're sorry nobody wrestled the alligator.
It would have been cooler if Dad had to fight the gator and lost a finger or something. And the daughter was like, "Don't worry, Daddy. One day I'll avenge your finger." As she goes chick, chick, with a gun or something like that. I don't know. It'd be cool. I mean, she's 4. When she grows up, she could be a gator hunter.
Yeah.
So, in other news, that is not as cool. Oh, wow. These chips are way too good for this news article. Okay, so, Giuliani, the guy that everybody loves, and we totally take seriously anything this guy says.
Well, you know what? For starters, let's go ahead and give Giuliani due credit for one thing. This man actually did clean up New York before, de Blasio and Cuomo and all them came along.
Why'd he get voted out if he was that good?
Term limits.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Well, Giuliani, the guy that knows how to take care of New York, and then left, and now it's fucking shit again. He says Black Lives Matter is a domestic terrorist group.
It's been argued that it is.
Pretty much.
But the thing is, there's actually no official designation for it, so.
Nope. So, I'm waiting for the upcoming video. But Crowder, I don't know what state he was in when he did this. It could have been New York. I don't know what state he was in. But he did change my mind. That says Black Lives Matter and Antifa are domestic terrorists. And he uploaded a little smidgen of that. And I think somebody was protesting, he was saying his narrative is bad, it kills people because it killed that guy with the AK-47 that got shot, whatever the fuck his name is. Anyway, so then Crowder turned around to his son and he went, that guy's stupid fucking guy with the AK-47 that got shot name. Shooting was justified, changed my mind, and he put that sign up, and it pissed a lot of people off. Nobody wanted to go talk with him, of course, but it pissed a lot of people off.
What guy with the AK-47 shooting was justified? Oh, you talking about the guy who, oh god, what was his deal?
He had an AK-47, he was at the protest just because, and then he ended up pointing it at a army boy in a car, and the army boy went bang, bang.
Oh, okay.
That guy, that idiot.
That was in Austin.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway.
I had all these people mobbing the poor guy's car. And then this guy with an AK comes up. Now, apparently, rumor has it, whether it was a justified shoot or not has come down to semantics, which it always does. And it's whether the guy shot him in self-defense or was the guy with the AK going up to ask the guy in the car to roll down his window and was shot for that. Because one of them, the guy's like, hey, roll down your window, and he got shot. And the other one is he just self-defense. So it won't be self-defense if the guy with the AK went up and asked him to roll down his window, even though he was getting mobbed around his car.
Yeah, some people are saying he wasn't actually pointing the gun at the car. He had it pointed out. I don't know.
To be honest, even if he wasn't pointing it, if I'm in a car and suddenly I'm getting mobbed and my car is surrounded and a guy is approaching me with an AK on his back, I would be sitting there going, oh my god, he's gonna shoot me, he's gonna shoot me, he's gonna shoot me, he's gonna fucking shoot me. So if he moves that AK at all, I'm getting on my gun, if I have a gun. If I'm an army boy, and there's a guy with an AK approaching my car while it's being surrounded by a fucking mob, if that gun goes from behind his back to in front, fuck that, I'm shooting.
Well, screw the AK thing. I mean, if anybody does that, I'm shooting.
Yeah. You approach my car with a gun and it's in front and near your trigger finger at all, or if it's even at your waist and I see your hand going down towards your gun, fuck, I'm shooting. Fuck that. Bang, bang. If it's him or me, it's gonna be him. Fuck that. Now, that hypothetical would mean I had eyes and I could drive a car and I was an army boy and I had a gun in the car with me. But if all of those things are met, and there's a guy walking up to my car and it looks like he is purposed, if his hand even goes near his gun, he could draw that, pull it out and fire, you know what I mean? So if his hand goes down towards his gun, bang, that's it. Because there's no reason why you should be approaching somebody's car and touching your gun in a way where you could quickly move it and shoot it. And now the AK-47 is just bad optics because it looks like a big scary gun.
Well, that's exactly why all the gun control laws are, that's what they're, like it or not, that's what they're always aiming for, is the big scary gun thing.
So yeah, an AK, I'm going to be extra on guard because it looks like a big scary gun. I'm going to be like, oh, fuck this shit, bang. You approach my car with an AK, aka big scary gun, I would shoot you. Fuck. People have no business intimidating people in their cars. And then hauling them away for shooting somebody. It's like, no, you already set the stage. You already have that guy up in arms because you're surrounding his car. If anything, that mob is the reason why that guy's dead. Because if people weren't mobbing his car, he wouldn't have felt the need to shoot.
I think they were like blocking the street and shit like that. Those typical protest stuff.
Well, and I mean, stress goes through the roof when people surround your car like that. It's like now you don't know what's going on. You can't drive over them because you'll be charged with driving over people or throwing your car into a fucking protest. You can lock your doors, but they can break the windows. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. And now somebody with a big, scary gun is approaching you, and I'm military trained to survive. Where we don't take lose for an answer. You know what I mean? American military, they don't take lose for an answer. Hells no. That mob is the reason why that guy's dead, because they made the stress go through the fucking roof. So, fuck them. Anyways. Crowder was due to change my mind, I guess, in Austin or wherever he died. And they were like, no, man, you know, Black Lives Matter, Antifa, that we're fighting for the guy with the AK that fucking died. And he's like, okay, so we turned the sign around and he wrote on it, that guy's death was justified, or that shoot was justified, changed my mind. And I was like, Mom Cratter, are you really looking for more things to push the ticket to get more views? Is that what you're doing? I mean, I like him for wanting to have a discussion. I find it telling that nobody will just sit down and talk. It's like you have a platform to defend your position, use it. And nobody will do it because they can't. But at the same time, don't poke the bear, damn it. Don't poke the bear. Scotty doesn't drink Coke. He totally drinks Pepsi. He's Scottish.
Do what?
M says, Scotty, I totally owe you a Coke. And I'm just noting that the Scots drink Pepsi.
No, I'm Brew.
Okay, Iron Brew as well, but if you're talking about Coke versus Pepsi, Scotsman, which one would you pick? Coke or Pepsi? Which one is more dominant in Scotland? Coke or Pepsi? Ignore Iron Brew. Thank you! Don't semantics me, Scotsman! Don't fucking semantics me!
Listen, Coke is better than Pepsi,
Agreed.
but Pepsi makes Mountain Dew.
Oh, that's true.
And mellow yellow sauce. Sorry.
Over in Scotland, and in Quebec, Pepsi is actually more popular than Coke.
Well, they're heathens.
They really are. I think actually most of Britain has more Pepsi than Coke, but they're heathens. Total heathens. Let's see. Oh, school suspends 2 students for posting viral pics of crammed hallways.
Okay.
What? School's not even in, is it?
Yeah, exactly. I think that's... I don't know what is going on there, but 2 students in Georgia claimed they were suspended after posting photos on social media showing crammed hallways filled with maskless kids at their high school. Hannah Waters, age 15, told BuzzFeed News she received a 5-day suspension for posting a photo and a video on Twitter. Another student took a viral photo showing a crowded hallway filled with dozens of kids at North Paulding High School.
Okay.
I guess
That's weird.
Georgia school is in, I guess. Okay. Okay. Nudist. The fact that this is in the news, just nudist left grunting in chase as wild boars steal belongings.
As little boars?
Wild boars.
Okay.
So, I guess a wild boar snatched the belongings of a German man at a nude sunbathing park in Berlin. The incident was followed by a wild chase which has been captured by onlookers and made the man go viral. The photo shows a middle-aged nude man running after a mama boar and her piglets who ran away with his laptop bag. It's just
For that to happen, I can almost guarantee there's some sort of snack in there.
so.
What?
That just, well, poor nudist. Poor nudist. A nudist and a wild boar walk into a bar. So, in other super duper totally important news that we totally didn't know was going to happen or anything, Ethics Committee orders Talib, to repay campaign $10,800 after violations in 2018. That's right. The bipartisan House Ethics Committee, bipartisan is still a thing. Okay. The bipartisan House Ethics Committee ordered Rashida Tlaib to pay her campaign committee $10,800 of the $17,500 she received from her 2018 campaign. It is to account for the salary she paid herself from her campaign coffers after being elected to Congress in 2018. The committee found her violation was one of bad timing and not ill intent. Yeah. So, one of the squad found guilty. I'm not really surprised.
As you shouldn't be, really. Actually, the bad part, the thing is, it's not getting caught. I mean, hell, look at Ilhan Omar. I mean, shit. She was cheating on, I guess, goddamn, I guess that joke I used from West Virginians really is true. So she got divorced from her first husband. Are they still brother and sister?
I think it was her second husband that was her brother. Wasn't it? I'm not sure. I forget.
Well,
That
her
is so
and
confusing.
AOC spent a bunch of money that wasn't theirs, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah, AOC paid her boyfriend, I think, or whatever, out of campaign funds that she wasn't.
Let's see. I seen the photos of the nudists in now NP Blind Girl. Big Drew. Of course. Yeah, so in other super duper totally awesome news, Oprah Winfrey. Gotta love Oprah Winfrey. Oh, she's just so...
I thought we talked about her the other day.
We did.
There's something new.
Yep.
Oh dear.
Oprah Winfrey erects 26 billboards, because billboards, oof, demanding justice for Breonna Taylor.
I forgot the brush.
Where the hell have you been for the last several months, lady?
Yep, that's right.
Wasn't that last year?
Mm-hmm. Media mogul Oprah Winfrey has gone all out in her demands for justice for Breonna Taylor, as she first put Taylor on the cover of O, the Oprah magazine, and has now spread the same message via billboards. Breonna Taylor was fatally shot during a police raid. 26 billboards across Louisville, Kentucky, are demanding that officers involved in the shooting of Taylor be arrested and charged.
I think Breonna Taylor is one of the ones I actually kind of agree with, though.
Yeah, I think she's one of the ones I agree with as well.
Yeah.
They shot her while she was in bed or something.
Yeah, they had the no-knock warrant and stuff. But she was involved with her boyfriend, who was a criminal.
Yeah, but if she was involved with them at that, if she was involved with them in whatever wrongdoing, she wasn't doing it at the moment, was she? She was in bed.
Yeah, she was not a good shoot. I use that term very loosely, by the way, before anybody yells at me. She was not a good shoot.
It was not a righteous shooting.
No, it wasn't justified.
There you go.
Now elbow close.
Yeah, so, I mean, a little late to the party, but I totally get it. In other interestingly Catholic news, because we love the Catholics so much, we love them, all of them.
Yes.
Pope Francis appoints 6 women to senior Vatican positions, a historic first.
Oh god.
Yeah, Pope Francis.
Yay.
He appointed 6 women onto the Vatican Council of Commerce, making them the most senior women in the city-state. The council was previously made up of all men, but after a reshuffle, there is only 1 man in the 7-person positions. There are 8 other positions made up by bishops and cardinals. The only person above this council is the Pope himself.
Oh.
So he took out a bunch of men. So there's 1 man and 7 women now that are directly under him. I don't even
And
think
they're
that's...
there because they're women, not because of
Yeah.
whatever
Like,
they have going for them.
and I think that's also anti-Catholic. I don't think women are allowed to be in that position in the Catholic faith, technically.
Yeah. Are they going to have male priests now? Or, not male, female priests and male
Right.
nuns.
I mean, it's progressive
Yeah.
and yay, but don't let progressiveness tamper with the religious Catholicism. Like, don't do that. Like, you can be progressive, but religions
Yeah,
don't.
I guess. What do I care, really?
Make a
But
new
I
religion
was
if you
having
want
an
it to be
opinion.
progressive.
Yeah, but then I'm like, oh wait, no, I don't. Okay. I mean, they can do what they want.
Technically, they can't do what they want. God does what he wants, and they just follow. But, you know, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Milwaukee chief demoted over tear gas use. Yeah. An
I mean, did the
oversight.
chief use the tear gas or what?
I don't
get
know.
it.
Let's find out. An oversight board demoted Milwaukee Police Chief Alfonso Morales after questioning his handling of multiple incidents, including ordering officers to fire tear gas and pepper spray at protesters demonstrating over George Floyd's death. The city's Fire and Police Commission unanimously voted Thursday evening to demote Morales to captain
Oh my
after
god.
3.5 years on the job.
Wow.
Because tear gas, guys, is a human rights violation.
Did they
Not
say
really.
in that article? Did they say tear gas and something else?
Pepper spray.
Same thing.
Right, but do they mean the kind that is like not as bad as actual tear gas, or did it like?
It just says fire, tear gas, and pepper spray.
Huh.
The tear gas is chemical, where pepper spray is just basically capsaicin in liquid form.
Wow. You know, there's a lot of apps that get banned and unbanned, and the Indian place there, India. There we go. In China, in UK, like apps get like added and deleted and banned and unbanned all over the fucking place. Well, America bans TikTok. Okay, Trump's like, fuck this TikTok, get the fuck out of here. Well,
It's not fully banned yet.
no, it's not, but it will be. Anyways, TikTok pissed. TikTok mad because China. So anyways, TikTok threatens legal action against Trump's executive order to ban it. Yeah. So yeah, TikTok threatened legal action against the executive order issued by the Donald, asking U.S. firms to stop doing business with the China within 45 days. TikTok, in a big post, said it was shocked by the order, really, claiming there has been no due process or adherence to the law from the U.S. administration. TikTok said that it would pursue all remedies available to ensure the rule of law is not discarded. Wait. Okay, in America, everybody is supposed to be equal under the law. Is an app allowed due process? Because I feel like TikTok is like, no, man, we didn't get due process. As if the app is a fucking person. Do apps get due process?
No. No, but if they go under, if they attempt to go at it as it's punishing, the work of somebody's labor, the argument could be made, but even that, it's a bit of a stretch.
Corporations are technically a person.
Yeah, but the corporation, you'd have to have a TikTok corporation in America. Do they have that?
Maybe.
Like, does TikTok even operate in America? Because I know Americans use it, but...
If, as silly as it's going to sound, if Americans use it, it's operated in America.
I mean, the only thing I could say is, like, if there's American companies that use it to advertise.
Well, the dirty, I guess what you would call the dirty secret about this is Microsoft has been trying to purchase it. So.
I thought they did purchase it.
No.
Oh.
Not yet.
Doing deals with China bad. Microsoft, don't give China no more money. Matter of fact, let's just steal their technology. Let's just steal TikTok and make a TikTok of our own. I mean, they don't respect our shit, so we might as well just fucking plagiarize their shit.
The sad part is you ain't wrong on that one.
You know what? We're gonna call it Tic Tac.
Well, do you know one of the main reasons? Well, there used to be several. It was called Vine. It was called Musically, I think.
Now we're gonna call it Tic Tacs.
Well, the problem about that whole mess is
More Americans use it than Chinese?
No, well, yeah, actually. Actually, you're right. That is the case. The weird thing about the whole mess is when it comes to like the ownership of TikTok, or the ownership, like any kind of copyright or intellectual property. Thing is, at one point in time, China actually did honor our copyrights, honored intellectual property, honored, works held by the U.S. But man, back in the '90s, Bill Clinton went up to him and said, you can ignore all that shit. What was that crappy most favored nation trading status or something? Crappy's not here.
Nope. You've been ditched. You've been he left you hanging, bruh. He left you hanging.
I know.
Oh, God.
But either way, Bill Clinton pretty much gave China the permission to ignore any kind of intellectual property or anything that we had.
Yeah.
Welcome to our world. And Bill Clinton did it strictly for politics.
Well, politics. You know what? I want to high five all them hackers out there. High five all the fucking hackers. Yeah, that's right. Hackers are defacing Reddit, guys. They've infiltrated Reddit. And you know what they're doing on Reddit?
Well, concerning... I know what you're doing. I was going to say, make it sound... Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so, this is what happened. Hackers deface Reddit with pro-Trump messages. Just Kyle's theme song status. Pro-Trump messages. Defacing. Reddit. Oh, gives me chills. Ooh, that's good. I love it.
So maybe it's because they shut down their Trump Reddit they already had.
Yep.
Yeah, r/the Donald.
Yeah. They could have just stayed there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hackers vandalized Reddit with pro-Trump banners and messages. Dun, dun, dun. That's right. A coordinated hacking attack. Hacking attacks, yeah. Has hit Reddit, vandalizing dozens of subreddits with material that supports the 2020 re-election campaign of the president, the almighty orange man, Donald Trump. Ugh. A moderator on our subreddit drama posted a list of affected subreddits, which includes NFL, Black Mirror, food, beer, Naruto, really? RuPaul's Drag Race, Destiny, the game, the Daily Zeitgeist, the Daily Zeitgeist, and many, many more. An investigation is now underway related to a series of vandalized communities. It appears the source of the attacks were compromised moderator accounts. Dun, dun, dun. That's right. We are working super duper hard to lock down those accounts and restore impacted communities. Because Trump banners are violence. Reddit's super duper awesome security team has started fixing the defaced subreddits so that they can wipe the orange off the titles. But the vandalism is reportedly returning after just minutes, according to an investigation. Oh my god. The post on subreddit drama, which provided subreddit moderators with instructions on how they themselves can remove the vandalism, claimed that some of the hacked accounts had two-factor authentication enabled. The post also speculated that the accounts used the same combinations of usernames and passwords in other online forums with weak security or that of third-party mobile app. Reddit shuts down r/the Donald. And that's probably why people are just like, fuck it! Post the orange man everywhere, spray paint it all orange. Yeah.
It's odd that they call it graffiti.
Yep.
I don't think it's that odd they call it graffiti, but
I guess it's somewhere it doesn't belong. I guess.
yeah.
Oh no. Suicide Squad game confirmed for DC fandom.
I don't know what any of that means.
It means 100 new, or a couple 100,000 more teenage thirsty little thoughts that want to sit there and say, I'm Harley Quinn.
Okay.
You know how all of a sudden every little teenage, basically every little teenage slut in the world right now is wearing that. It's the like old school white baseball baby doll tee that says Daddy's Little Monster, with one half of their head dyed pink, the other half dyed blue, and makeup that looks like a 3-year-old put it on.
Yeah, not really. I don't pay attention to that stuff.
You ain't missing much. Believe me, you ain't missing much.
Well, I hear she was cute in the movie.
Yeah, she's cute as hell.
She wasn't bad in the movie, but now that every little chick that,
Hi, Elowen.
Hey, Owen.
you know, every little 15-year-old twat that wants to sit and do that instead of any little 13-year-old twat that wants to dress up like that because mommy and daddy won't buy her a pony. You know?
I want a pony.
I do not want a pony.
I want a pony. I mean, I don't want to look after the pony. I just want one.
I don't think that'll work out so well.
No. What about, how about we get you, like a robotic pony?
Or rocking horse.
There we go.
That would take out too much space in my living room. I want a real pony. I want to feed it carrots. I want to brush its hair and braid it. I want to put little rainbows on its butt.
So what's your favorite My Little Pony?
The one with the rainbow on its butt.
I think that's Rainbow Sparkle.
Yeah. I'm going to put sparkles on it. I'm going to dye it pink. And it's going to have a rainbow on its butt. And it's going to be super awesome. And it's going to prance. And I'm going to paint its little hoofs like different colors. And it's going to be like, it's going to be a diva pony.
You can tell which words are her favorite words because there's so much energy and joy in the word butt every time she says butt.
It's going to have a rainbow on its butt.
See? It's perfect.
Ay.
She wants a horse of a different color from Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. And then it's going to shake its little butt on the catwalk.
On the catwalk.
Oh. Wouldn't it be a pony neck?
Oh, dear.
I know, but it's going to have a little ponytail. And it'll sparkle. And rainbows will come out its asshole when it runs.
Weird.
Who's going to clean up that rainbow mess?
We pay people to clean our streets.
Oh, cool.
Oh, shit,
But-
that was a ding. Is that a ding?
I bet the LGBTQ
Yeah,
people
Crappy's here. Crappy's
would
back.
not appreciate you cleaning up rainbow poo.
That is vandalism.
Rainbow poo.
That is violence. Speaking of violence.
Oh, right. It's a crime.
Speaking of crimes. Google. Now that I've said the word, you all have your thoughts and impressions on what I'm about to say, because Google asks employees to avoid using certain words and phrases in internal comms.
All right. Depends on what the phrases are and the terms. Because if they are just normal phrases and normal terms, then I'm going to laugh a lot.
No, they don't want their stuff being leaked again and scrutinized like before.
Employees working at Alphabet and Google were reportedly trained to avoid using certain words and phrases in internal communications. They were trained, guys. Like, seriously.
Words such as right-wing censorship.
The employees are asked to do so, assuming every document will become public. Google, however, said that the practice has been in place for years and has described it as standard compliance training.
BRB.
Yeah.
I wonder what the list of words is.
Oh, they don't even tell you?
Let's see.
No, I'm disappointed.
Oh, the markup has obtained. Oh, this is Gizmodo. Okay, the markup has obtained internal memos from Google dating back to at least 2019 with lists of bad words employees should never use, or else Google has to put $1 billion in the antitrust swear jar. Rather than, we will strip the meat from Yelp's bones and throw its lifeless carcass into our search results. For example, employees should say users choose our products and services because our products and services are great, not because we force them to. Okay? Assume every document you generate, including emails, will be seen by regulars. One of the rules of thumb in a memo published by the markup reads, we are not out to crush, kill, hurt, block, or do anything else that would be perceived as evil or unfair. It goes
So
on
don't admit
adding,
it.
Microsoft family got into trouble when one of their employees threatened to cut off Netscape's air supply, suffocating your competition, metaphorically at least, is something we imagine Google's employees' speech guidelines also strongly discourage. You can be evil, just don't be perceived as evil in legally actionable ways. For example, market share is a no-no because that's an FTC phrase. User preference for Google search is perfectly kosher. The document dated August 2019 would have been disseminated months after the EU slapped a third antitrust fine on Google, bringing the total to roughly $9.6 billion. The Wall Street Journal reported that the Justice Department and state attorneys general are primed to bring antitrust lawsuits against Google in the coming months, likely around Google's dominance in the online advertising space. While sadly, a good chunk of the recent congressional antitrust hearing harped on conservative bias, campaign marketing emails going to spam boxes, and some bickering over wearing masks, distractions which unfortunately left many lies unchanged. The committee did review emails which confirmed that Google executives had tried to dominate the search service of MySpace, Yelp, and Booking.com, and had brought YouTube in part as an attempt to ice out Yahoo. If you were still wondering why Sundar Pichai? Yes, Sundar Pichai sounds like kudos reading off Google AI-generated text. Now you know. The computational brain resources required to avoid digging your own legislative grave in real time tends to manifest that way. Google has no fucking comment. So guys, don't dig your own grave. That was more boring than I thought it was gonna be.
Hi, Cryptic.
No. Hi, Cryptic.
What do you mean, no?
Okay, Trudeau really needs to get on top of this. Chinese court sentences yet another Canadian to death. A Chinese court sentenced a third Canadian in 2 days to receive a death penalty for, in quote, drugs, since Canada detained a top Huawei executive in 2018. Jian, a Canadian national, was sentenced after a trial in the southern city of Foshan. as per the local media report, police had found 218 kilograms of white crystals containing MDMA, commonly known as ecstasy, in the room used by him and 5 other men. I don't know how legit that is, but he's going to die now. Trudeau's just been letting the Canadians be sentenced to death and die. And then lets the Chinese use Canadian land to do some of their shit. Which is bullshit. So, America, I believe, it might have been Trump that asked for this, or it might have been Pompeo, but somebody asked Canada to arrest a Huawei executive in British Columbia, so we did it. And then there was an he was extradited to the States. Because Canada did it, China has been grabbing any Canadian they find that they can charge with anything and just sentencing them to death. Just, you found, you're dead. And Trudeau is doing nothing about it. But I'm not surprised, considering there's Canadians that still can't get home because COVID. We've closed the borders even to our own citizens, ladies and gentlemen. We won't even go get our own Canadians. There was a cruise ship, wasn't it like the Princess or something like that? That was in America that got overrun with COVID. And Trump actually called Trudeau and was like, "Hey, you coming to get these Canadians that are on this frickin' boat?" And Trudeau's like, "Oh yeah." Like, Trump actually had to call him to say, "Dude, there's Canadians on this cruise ship with COVID that are stuck here. You're actually gonna come get them, right? Right? You're gonna send them home, huh?"
Yeah.
Jesus
Is that the one that docked in Miami, I think?
Yeah. And Trump actually had to call Trudeau to remind him to get his fucking fellow Canadians home.
Oh.
Like, the fact that another world leader has to be like, "Hey, you're gonna take care of this, right?" Like, just sad that is, pathetic that is. Like, I mean, I know we're America's hat, but we don't need to be laughed at any more than we already are. Come on now.
Well, Trudeau wants immigrants, not Canadians.
Trudeau needs to be raped by a cactus.
Oh. Well, good luck out there in Canada. Finding a cactus.
America would. America, we are all about excess. So yes, we would have a hat that is larger than ourselves.
We make a cool hat.
We are ridiculous.
Like a weird lopsided cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's to match that lopsided head.
See? You know, at least we're not your dick, alright?
Hey.
At least I got one.
At least I don't. Eminem'd be real sad if I turn out to have one. I mean, he thinks I don't have one, but I had it tucked between my legs. He doesn't know.
Well, he likes them anyway.
Florida's our dick.
Yeah. Leave Florida alone.
Mexico is our ass. What?
Mexico's our gimpy right leg.
Oh God.
We could just ignore Mexico.
Oh dear.
So, South Dakota. South Dakota town. I love how they don't say it. You know what? You could have just said the town, but no. They had to have 3 words, not 1. South Dakota town. Braces.
Sturgis.
Oh, you already know what I'm going to talk about?
Yep.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
Braces for 100,000 bikers, despite COVID threat.
So,
And that's this weekend.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's gonna be interesting.
So what's
Because
the
Antifa.
what's the bikers biking for
Antifa?
anyways?
Oh dear.
do what now?
Like, why are they biking through South Dakota? What is it? Is it like a ride for dads?
It's a huge ass party, basically.
They do it every year.
Yeah.
And Antifa has decided they are going to confront them.
Oh my gosh, why?
I hope so.
You know what I would
Wait,
bet?
hold
I
on,
would
hold
bet
on,
that
hold on.
these truckers have more sense than the folks in Michigan. There's like pictures of freaking idiots in Michigan on the beaches, crowded. I bet you these bikers will do better than us.
Wait. Hold on. Everybody stop right there. Red Feather. You
Yes,
said
sir.
Antifa is going to show up and confront them.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's going to be
Because
fun.
they're-
I know. I want to see this. Oh my god! I hope they do it.
Why do they
you will
wanna-
probably see it.
Well,
Why do they want to confront them? What have they done?
They're white supremacists.
No, they're not.
Well,
They
according
gonna
to
open up a can of whip
Antifa
ass
is
on them.
saying that
Yeah.
all bikers are white supremacists.
yes.
Oh dear,
God, no.
that is so wrong.
Ew.
That's wrong.
Do you know how many? Oh God. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I watched a video about this a couple weeks back. I'll send it if I can find it again. But yeah.
Blind girl. You ever seen any biker rally in the movies? That's just like a group of 100 bikers hanging out having a party somewhere.
Yeah.
Now instead of 100, maybe 200 bikers, turn it to 10,000.
Or in this article, 100,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's anywhere they're going to be anywhere from. There's going to be anywhere from the people who ride that would be like myself, where I throw the bike in the back of the pickup truck, drive it up to a hotel there, or it's close to, then pull it out of the back and ride in and ride around town and all that. Anywhere from people like me, people who ride it from all parts of the country, even outside of the country, into the country, and then go to this place and party. But then anywhere from them all the way to the bad gangs, the 3% or 2% or 1%ers. Those are your pagans, your Hell's Angels, your Iron Horsemen. The bikers.
Yeah,
the
There's
cut
bad
clubs.
everybody.
Really,
is my take on it.
there's a whole bunch of kick-ass cool guys, cool gals, and a whole bunch of people that you do not fuck with.
Yeah, and like if I had a bad experience with a biker or with usually it's multiple bikers, I would have said something. But they've always been lovely, just
They tip now.
wonderful people. I haven't had a bad experience, and I have had
They
I
give
just
you a nice tip. Yeah. Oh,
Oh, do they?
bikers?
Nice.
Oh, they give you a nice tip.
yeah.
Do you know, actually the thing is, do you know what one of the most prevalent riding clubs in America right now is? It's a group called BACA. BACA. Okay?
Oh, yeah, they're really good guys.
Oh, they're awesome guys. You ever hear the story about them? You ever hear the story about them?
No, tell me.
Okay. And BACA is BACA. It stands for Bikers Against Child Abuse. Any kid is physically or sexually abused. Imagine all of a sudden 50 bikers roll up on, say a little girl is being sexually abused or physically abused. 50 bikers roll up on her property and just stand out there waiting and daring him whoever's doing it to her to show up.
We have
There's
a
a girl.
Baptist church up here.
There's a story.
I think that's cool.
Yeah, there's a story of this group where a little girl got the courage to actually show up to court and testify against her abuser, and the guy's defense attorney was pretty much doing the whole trying to go out the psychological route, where most victims of that kind of stuff end up really scared of their attacker or the person doing it.
Yeah.
The defense attorney actually looked at her and says, "Can you point out who did it?" She said, "Yeah," pointed to the guy. And she said, "Are you scared of him?" Little girl had to said, "Right now, no, I'm not scared of him." "Why?" She pointed to the bikers in the back room and said, my friends are scarier."
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. We got a biker.
I know that's like vigilante stuff, but I say for that, yeah.
All the more power to you.
Do whatever you can do. Do whatever you can do.
Mm-hmm. Well, a Crappy can tell you this one. He's seen it happen. The outlaw bikers, the 3% or 2% or 1%ers, the really, really bad ones. You ever hear the stories about what they do around Christmas time? What's it, Crappy? The Hell's Angels will do this. They'll just get a whole bunch of their membership together.
Yeah.
Pretty much show up at every Walmart within 300 miles and buy every single bicycle they've got.
Yep.
And then just start driving around giving the kids.
Aww.
Yep.
That's wonderful. Okay, who put a thumbs down on this stream? Screw you, whoever you are.
Yeah. Well.
All thumbs matter.
And, do they? Yay, then hooray.
I hope Antifa shows up. I really do. I hope they get their asses handed to them. I really do.
Oh, they will. They will.
If they show up, they will. I hope they don't, because we just don't need any more. Well, they are Antifa.
Like I said, this is a huge party. Police don't bother showing up here because they don't have to.
Nope.
Yeah.
They are not needed. Bikers are really tight-knit community. They will police themselves.
Yes, they will. The bikers that used to come up to the Timmy Ho-Ho's that I worked at down in shit part of town in the West End. It was called the Four Holes. Anyways, our store ended up getting robbed. Our store got robbed on the overnight, and in the morning, when I got off, I used to serve this group of bikers like at exactly 6 in the morning every morning, and they tip real nice. And when they found out my store got robbed, one of them let me hop on the back of the bike, and they escorted me home.
Aww.
They were
And
like,
the thing is,
little girl, you're not going home alone. You guys just got robbed. And I'm like, I want the Harley.
See, now that story gives me shivers and makes me just say, yeah, all the bikers are awesome.
Yeah,
Oh my-
I want,
See,
I want the
and the bad
Harley.
part
And the
is-
guy's like, come here, honey. And I'm like, yes.
And then the funny part is you probably didn't realize it, but probably
Yeah.
for a couple of weeks afterward, every night, they may not have come in, but I guarantee you there was one or two of them just hanging around there outside somewhere.
Well, we have that in the summer. There'd be a group of them that would be there every single night, and they'd all get the same coffees, and they'd all tip like $2 or $3 each. I'd go home with like $50. Like, they just come in,
Oh, yeah.
and they'd be like, hey, little girl, want the usual? And I'm like, coming up, sir. Just, yeah, you treat them nice, they treat you nice. Just saying. I happen to like bikers. The biker church.
Well,
Is
you've
actually
heard
a
me
really
talk.
good church up here. They will help anybody. They actually helped start something called the Big Give. And so in Ottawa, they have something called the Big Give. And so their church will pick a day in the summer where there's just a big free garage sale, and they dared every other church to do the exact same thing. So one day out of the year in the summer, every single church has just a shit ton of stuff, like free haircuts, free furniture. They'll help you get it in your apartment. Like, they just give a shit ton of stuff for that day, and it's just a big free garage sale with all the churches in Ottawa.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can search it up. The Big Give in Ottawa. It's really good.
I don't know. I don't need to. I mean, I know the people.
Yeah.
I mean, I know these people. Crappy, and there's something about bikers. Crappy will sit and vouch for me on this one.
Depends on what you say.
All right. Anybody who watches my live dash cams Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays on Trucker Matt channel. Anybody who watches my dash cams always see the constant fighting with cars. They'll cut you off. They'll slow down. I gotta pass them. They're always trying to pass me. They're always being dicks, right? The thing is, some of these people will actually jump out in front of a. Some of these people will jump out in front of me, but all of a sudden you'll see a biker jump in front of them and slow them down. If there's two group of people that'll always take care of each other, it's bikers and truckers.
Yeah, well, it depends on the group too. Those crotch rockets, the ones that ride the crotch rockets, sometimes all they in for is just to cause mayhem.
Yeah, but I mean, even at that sense, even the ones that are trying to cause trouble out on the road on the bikes like that, they tend to just mind their P's and Q's and just go ahead and pass the truck and be done with it.
Yeah. Some of them will, then some of them try not to.
True.
Yep. In other awesome news, Trump reimposes a 10% tariff on Canadian aluminum.
Oh no.
Well, Trudeau never got rid of that 300% tariff on dairy coming from the U.S. So, oh well.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, Canada keeps buying illegally cheap aluminum from China. So, Canada, sorry, but you kind of deserve it right now, folks. Ladies and gents, we should be apologizing, saying sorry for a good long while. We're good at that anyways, so do it, please. So Trump said he has signed a proclamation to reimpose a 10% tariff on aluminum imports from Canada that had been suspended more than a year earlier, saying the country sent too much of the metal to the U.S. Canada was taking advantage of us as usual. You're not wrong, Trump. The aluminum business was being basically disseminated by Canada. He added, very unfair to our jobs and our great aluminum workers. You go, Trump. You go. Just saying. I mean, I love my country, but God damn it, Canada, be nicer. Just be nicer. Portland mayor says violent rioters attempting to commit murder. Interesting, because I thought when the feds left that the riots would stop. Isn't that what they said? That if the feds left, the protests would stop?
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck is it escalating? Oh, that's right, because when you withdraw cops and feds and pressure from criminals, they do more things. That's right. So
actually, there's a lot of times I tend to watch that a gentleman does live stream, Eyes On, and sit and watch it, and they've actually gotten kind of worse.
Mm-hmm. Portland mayor worried because the riots in his city, they could benefit Trump.
Well, they tried to burn the other night. They tried to burn a bunch of cops alive in their precincts.
Yeah, I heard about that. Portland, Oregon, Mayor Ted Wheeler warned peaceful protesters to avoid the areas around federal and public buildings if they don't want to participate in violent and criminal activity or be used as a prop for President Donald Trump. If you are a nonviolent demonstrator and you don't want to be part of intentional violence, please stay away from these areas. The Democratic mayor made the comments Thursday evening during a media conference about violent protests in his city, saying that anyone who is taking part in the increasing violence in the area is creating content for Trump's re-election campaign. Again, I thought the feds leaving. I thought if the feds were to leave, that Portland was supposed to start taking care of its shit. I feel like the feds caved. They should have went, no, fuck this, we're staying. Like,
The feds never actually left. That's the thing about the whole mess is the feds never actually took the place of the full police force. The people that the feds were nabbing were people who were directly involved with messing directly with federal buildings.
Yep.
You know, anything that the feds did were people who were against people who were posing direct threats to federal buildings. Anybody who was not messing with federal buildings, the feds were leaving alone. Funny how that works, isn't it?
Don't think for a moment that if you are participating in this activity, you are not being a prop for the re-election campaign of Donald Trump, Wheeler said. Because you absolutely are. You are creating the B-roll film that will be used in ads nationally to help Donald Trump during his campaign. If you don't want to be part of that, then don't show up. Wheeler.
You know, the worst part is that's actually one of the best plugs I've heard for Donald Trump so far.
Mm-hmm. Portland Police Chief Chuck Lavelle, Captain Tony Passador, and Portland Fire and Rescue Lieutenant Damon Simmons addressed the violent actions of protesters over the past 2+ months in the city and a gathering in East Portland on Wednesday. During Wednesday's gathering, protesters spray-painted security cameras and a glass door in front of the police bureau, ripped plywood off windows, cracked glass doors, and lit contents inside a garbage can that had been placed in front of the precinct's entrance. Wheeler said that while he supports the Black Lives Matter movement and peaceful protests, the demonstrators tried to commit arson and potentially attempted murder when they trapped police staff inside the building. Will Trump win on his platform of law and order? Our community must say that this violence is not Portland, that these actions do not reflect our values, and these crimes are distracting from reform, not advancing. He added that police have been instructed to do whatever is necessary to safely hold these individuals who are engaged in criminal activity and bring these nightly activities to a close. In a July 24th White House media briefing, Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany showed
McEnany. That's probably one of the most mispronounced names right now. I don't even know how to pronounce it. But I think it's McEnany.
McEnany showed a video of violent protesters in Portland as an example of the anarchy in the streets. For 55 days in Portland, Oregon, we've seen lawlessness, anarchy, and destruction that threatens peace in our streets and the safety of our fellow American citizens and the safety of our brave law enforcement officers. As you can see, that is anything but a peaceful protest, and this president will always stand on the side of law and order. The videos from Portland are being used for Trump's platform of law and order, as the Trump campaign has accused Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden of siding with criminals. That Biden would accuse law enforcement of stoking the fires of division while the mob is literally setting fires to police buildings is I'll just say retarded. Biden has clearly lost his moral bearings and failed the leadership test. He once again has proven he is too weak to stand up to the extremists running his party and can't bring himself to take the side of law enforcement officers under siege. No shit. Like, no shit. Cuomo, I don't think has learned at anything, but I think he's realized at least something. He just doesn't know how to fix it. He's realized that when New York just keeps raising taxes and shit, wealthy people leave. He's just learned this because Cuomo has called on wealthy to return to New York City. He says, please guys, man, I know you guys left and all, but we really fucking need your money because we can't get no federal money because we fucking blew it. So please, wealthy people, come back and pay taxes, please. Because when you overtax people, the wealthy just fucking leave.
Well, they were warned. They were definitely warned. They had warnings about it. Hell, there was a town not far from them in New Jersey that, God, what was it, Crappy? Just last year, it shows how much the wealthy is taxed because one really wealthy guy, left this town and moved away and moved out of the town. So they had to completely redo their whole damn budget for that year because he left.
Later, Em.
I am. But this is not a new concept. I mean, they've been warned about this for years. And they're just now figuring it out.
So, what did they do? Please come back. It's like, dude, they're not going to come back with just a please. You're going to have to...
I'll take you to dinner. I'll buy you a drink.
You know, they're gonna be like, we'll lower taxes for you, and then they'll be like, okay, we'll come back.
Well, Democrats are slow to learn things. You can tell by Congress.
That's the truth.
Oh, God. People that are running the country are dumber than my daughter. She's 5, and she's intelligent as fuck. She's smarter than everybody in Congress. Seriously.
They're smarter than my cat. Or they're dumber than my cat. My cat is 10 years old and still tries to jump through a closed window.
Yeah, it sounds about right. And they're running the country. Are you not afraid?
I'm afraid. That's why I'm armed.
So, New York Governor Cuomo called on the wealthy to return to New York City from their weekend homes in the surrounding suburbs, fearing they may choose to stay and file taxes there. No, really? These comments come as state legislators and some New York lawmakers have called for him to adopt a billionaire's tax, which he has rejected. Cuomo argues that a wealth tax would deter the wealthy to come back to New York City and pay their taxes there. You don't say! Cuomo is not the sharpest tool in the drawer. And the fact that Cuomo has been like, dude, we're not doing the wealth tax, man. No. The fact that he gets it...
You realize that New York has its own independent income tax? So anybody who lives in New York City pays federal income tax, state income tax, county income tax, and also New York City income tax. Just an income tax in and of itself, roughly 50% of your paycheck goes before you even see it. Not only does New York have New York City have its own independent tax rates, it's also one of the highest income tax rates in the country.
That sounds.
So,
real
like it or not, everything they're doing, they deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that's happening to them, they deserve it.
So, we have some England news. And it's so wholesome. So wholesome. It's so wholesome that it should be Canadian, but it's not.
You have our attention.
Beavers have returned to England. That's right. England's first wild beavers. They haven't been there in 400 years because they were hunted to extinction in England. England, you bad people, you bad England. Well, beavers
Who's gonna say it?
have come back.
Who's gonna say it?
Probably
Red Feather? You're gonna leave it to me to say it.
Yep.
So beavers have come back. What about the Wallies, Warts, and Junes? God damn it.
I don't know. I don't even know. But since the beavers have come back, they've been told they are allowed to stay. It's so beautiful.
I don't think the beavers give a fuck what the humans say.
Well, they got permission to stay. They came
Like I
back.
said, I don't think they care.
No, but that's the article headline. England's first wild beavers for 400 years get permission to stay. That's beautiful. That's just so beautiful. Like, right? Right?
I'll take you on that one. I'll take your word on that one. It's a groundhog with a big tail. Anyway.
You're not wrong. New York City power outage reported in Manhattan. That's right, power outages were reported in at least 2 sections of Manhattan in New York early Friday. Electricity appeared to be out in the Upper West Side of the borough as well as the Harlem neighborhood. People reported losing power from 5 a.m., but others began reporting having it restored as soon as 30 minutes later. Why is this news?
Why is it national news?
Yeah, they lost power for 30 minutes.
Well, I mean, it's definitely not the end of the world, but okay, big deal. So Isaias? Isaias? The hurricane that came through the other day? God, when was that crappy? Thursday?
What's that?
Day before yesterday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Was that when that hurricane came through?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yep.
They lost power when that came through, so, big fucking deal.
Yep.
In other super duper totally important clickbait news, 1/3 of Americans would refuse a Rona vaccine. That's the whole thing.
I'd probably refuse the initial offering.
Yeah, me too.
I won't prove that some bitch ain't gonna kill me first.
Yeah.
And before I allow it to be administered to my son, I want to know everything about it.
In other super duper totally important late to the party news, House Democrats can go ahead with lawsuit on U.S.-Mexico border wall funding, says a court.
What lawsuit?
Welcome back, Red. So
Hi.
a federal appeals court ruled in favor of the Democratic Party and announced that House Democrats can sue President the Donald after he moved to divert $2.5 billion to Pentagon funding to build a wall on the U.S.-Mexico border. The ruling is widely being seen as an endorsement of the fact that Congress has the right to pursue legal action in order to enforce authority over federal appropriations.
Uh-huh.
Even the president is not safe from the courts.
Yeah.
Yeah. In other super duper totally important news, a new forecast, which means we don't really have to take it seriously because it's a fucking forecast, but a new forecast predicts nearly 300,000 Americans will die from the Rona by the year end. Don't you just love how people are so quick to predict how many Americans are going to die and when? It's like they want it to happen or something. Americans dying is like the cherry on the news Sunday or something. I'm glad they don't treat Canada like that. 10,000 Canadians to die at year end, this forecast. Like, nobody predicts how many Canadians are gonna fucking die all the time. But for some reason, the news is like, you know what? We're gonna predict American deaths. We're just gonna predict them all. All of them. We're gonna see if we're right or not. We'll throw some chips in the cup. Take a bet.
So what? But there's like, what, 330 some million people in America? Is that what it is?
Yeah. And from now until December, 300,000 of you just gonna go tits up.
Oh well.
Fertilize a new set of grass. Pushing up daisies. Turn to dust. Okay, anyways. It's totally a thing. Let's see, how much time do I got? How much more news? I got 5 minutes worth of super duper totally important news.
Okay, so
Okay, five fucking minutes. Let's see.
330 million divided by 300,000 divided by 330 million is 0.0009.
I don't know.
So,
Oh, shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, Okay,
Oh.
how
We're
long
back.
has it been since we had the bubonic plague?
Several centuries.
400 or 500 years.
But California's trying to bring it back. Woo!
Well, China beat him to it.
Oh, damn. We were so close.
Inner Mongolia village sealed off after bubonic plague death in China.
I think we went over this a couple weeks ago when they first found the person. And then China released a statement saying, oh, no, we don't have the plague.
I don't remember it, but I saw bubonic plague. Well, I heard bubonic plague. I was like, what? Okay, I gotta read this. Bubonic plagues, man. Would you Black Death? Oh, gotta read this. According to a statement by a municipal health authorities, an Inner Mongolian village in China has been sealed off after the death of a resident due to the bubonic plague. The patient, who has not been identified, eventually died of circulatory system failure. It has still not been discovered as to how the fuck this person came into contact with the disease. Might want to figure that the fuck out, China, since you're real good. You're real good at infecting the rest of the world with your shit. God damn it, China. God damn it. Oh, wait. You know what? I got 2 minutes until the funny, so I gotta read this because this popped up earlier today and I just wanted to puke. Ocasio-Cortez is nominated for an Emmy Award for the Green New Deal film.
Really?
Oh, fuck off.
An Emmy. A fucking Emmy. Hollywood really wants the Green New Deal, don't they? They want it so bad.
Yeah, they do.
Jesus fucking Christ. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has been nominated for an Emmy Award for her film project called Art of the Green New Deal. The film, which is 7 minutes long, was narrated by Ocasio-Cortez and illustrated by Molly Crabapple. It was also a collaboration with The Intercept. The film was nominated under the news and documentary category. It's 7 minutes long.
Now, are these Hollywood folk going to stop flying on their private jets then? If they're so damn worried about it?
No.
Yeah, fuck these people.
And also, I thought there had to be a feature-length film that Emmys were given to. Maybe not, I guess.
Apparently not, but you know, I'm so glad that I stopped giving these fuckers my money. I really am. I'm so glad that I've stopped giving Hollywood my money. I've not gone to see a movie. I've not really purchased a movie in a very long time. I torrent the fuck out of everything. I ain't giving them a fucking penny. I mean, I sold my soul to Disney because I bought Frozen 2, but other than that.
We did go to see Frozen 2 because my daughter loves Frozen.
Yeah, same with my little girl. She's like, Frozen! Yeah! So, anyways, I know how to say Frozen, yeah, as well. But I'm glad I don't give these fuckers my money, because seriously, just...
Well, that being the case, I shall take the opportunity to say how glad I am that we had a boy.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Boys are just different.
Though mommy has told me that the next time he is to watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or was like 2 or 3 movies they watched the other day that he decided he wanted to wrestle afterwards.
Yeah.
I've been told that will be my department.
All right, Red Feather, your funny is in the chat because
Yes,
Discord
ma'am.
will not load for me.
Oh no.
So I
In
put
what?
it
In
the
your Discord chat, you mean?
chat. No, in chat.
Oh shoot. Okay, hold on a second.
Yeah, Discord will not. Oh, the app will not open for me whatsoever right now. It's crashed. It's done today. It's like fuck you. I'm like, all right. So yeah, I can't get you funny except to put it in my own chat.
Alrighty.
Eminem
I have
sent
it.
me the funny. All right, ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The gorgeous, the beautiful, the sexy replacement for Eminem, Red Feather, and the funny.
Oh goodness. Alrighty. I don't need a cognitive test, Biden screams at Pigeon. Washington, D.C. Joe Biden has been plagued with questions about his age and mental health, but he's brushed off suggestions that he needs a cognitive test and has even gotten irritable at the suggestion. This came to a head yesterday when he was seen screaming at a pigeon, "I don't need a cognitive test." It's unclear what the pigeon said, though most suspect it was some sort of pigeon coo. But it riled up the presidential candidate. "Listen, bucko," Biden yelled, jabbing his finger at the pigeon. "I get tested every day. You hear me? Why are you just bobbing your head around? Are you some sort of junkie?" Biden opened up a bag of Wonder Bread he had with him. "I don't know who you are, little jerks. I don't know who you little jerks are, but you have to leave me alone," he told the pigeon. "I just like to come to the park and eat a loaf of bread in peace, but you're always pestering me, questioning my mental health and calling me Sally." Biden then began cramming slices of bread into his mouth. That same day, Trump was seen hitting a pigeon out of the air with a baseball bat, but it seemed to be a completely unrelated manner. The end.
Oh my god, that's awesome. Today, Ben Shapiro was like, dude, I wish this was a normal rally season and like a debate would happen where Trump would just make Chewy sounds at Biden and then Biden would look at him and go, and then another Chewy noise, and I'm like, that is totally what would happen. Alright, ladies and freaking gentlemen, on this beautiful Friday evening in August the 7th, I love you guys. You are so awesome. Thank you for listening to this crap. I don't know why you keep coming back, but thank you for listening to this crap. It is now time where we're here from the joyous, happy-go-lucky, super giggly, gonna totally make you guys feel awesome, the trucker.
Oh no.
The trucker.
Oh, you meant me.
Yeah, you.
You meant me. You lost me. Oh God, ladies and gentlemen, I am Pumpkin Trucker Matt. Dash cams on live dash cams Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Tomorrow morning, starting up at 4 a.m. Yes, 7 hours from now, we're starting up. We'll be starting up in Carlisle, Pennsylvania, going down to Stewart, Virginia, picking up the load, going to Springfield, Pennsylvania. Come on by, check that out. In the meantime, while you're at it, going over to twitch.tv/pumpkintrucker. give that a follow. I get on there. I play games now every now and then. Actually, if you had noticed earlier, probably about 45 minutes before the show tonight, you would have been watching me play Next. I don't know how to pronounce that correctly. Next Machina, whatever. Playing that today, or I was playing that for a little while. But yeah, come on by, check that out sometime. So in the meantime, while we're at it, no other streamers in the day, so yeah. So you go over to, while you're over on Twitch TV, you go to twitch.tv/Marissa, Marisa, and then 3 underscores. Come on by, check that out. She's been playing, she played Halo for about, 4 hours today? It was Halo 3, and it was the silliest thing you ever saw in your life. Why not? And friend of the channel, while you're over on twitch.tv, is ArmsKillerV2. So go check him out at twitch.tv/ArmsKillerV2. He's been playing Halo the last few days. His schedule is very up in the air. You don't know what he's going to play. You don't know when he's going to play it. But he's on there pretty consistently, so come on by, check that out. And while you're over there, another friend of the channel, go on to Green Thunder the Mighty's channel. That's Green Hunter 444. That's Green Thunder without the T 444. Over on Twitch, and he's been streaming some Starview Valley, some 7 Days to Die, a little bit of everything. So come on by, check that out. See, and then Sundays, come on over to Mr. Misanthropic's channel at youtube.com/Mr. Misanthropic for Sunday Fun Day. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll kiss 2 hours goodbye, and hell, you might actually learn something. So come on by, check them out, or check him out. And tell you all what. Today's Friday, right? So that means Monday. Come on back over here to Blind Girl's channel, where you'll find another episode of Blind Trucking. You will find Crappy Slayer, you'll find Red Feather, you'll find M. You might find Armskill, you might find Green Thunder, you might find myself, and you will find Blind Girl. One thing you'll definitely hear is Crappy Slayer say, apparently nothing, because he forgot where his mute button is. So in the chance you might actually hear Red Feather say,
I hope the Sturgis boys kick Antifa's ass.
No hope involved in that one. That's a foregone conclusion. We'll see everybody next time.